Okay, so we're recording. We are doing problem 23. Does anybody want to read problem 23? But you got to read it really loud so the computer picks you up. You in the white shirt, because I can't say your name.
A right triangle is formed by the x-axis, the y-axis, and the line y equals negative 2x plus 3. Find the length of the hypotenuse. Round your answer to the nearest hundred.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of make a rough coordinate grid here. Okay, and I'm going to try and just roughly graph this equation. So it's going to go through, right, the y-intercept is 3, so 0, 3. And over here, does anyone know how I'm going to find the x-intercept? Not x was 0, y was 0. So 0 equals negative 2x plus 3. So I have negative 3 equals negative 2x. So what does x equal? Not 2/3, you did it backward. 3, 2. Negative 3 over negative 2, which is 3, 2. And so that I can understand mathematically, 3, 2 is kind of like, what is a decimal? 1.5. Okay? So this is 1.50. So I didn't really draw this to scale. I'm going to erase this here. But you see there how if I just make like I have a triangle. This is a height of 3. This, even though it doesn't look like it, is actually a base of 1.5. So I can use either distance formula or I can use what else? Pythagorean theorem. I prefer to use Pythagorean theorem. Does anybody prefer distance formula? You do like distance formula better?
Yeah.
Why? I'm just curious.
It's just easier to like plug in the numbers.
Okay, see, I think this is easier. I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. Okay, is that okay? Because that's just a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 3 squared is 9. So that's the length of 3, right? So 3 squared is 9. I'm going to need my calculator here. 2.25, he's probably right. That sounds right. So 1.5 times 1.5 is 2.25. Oh, because 15 squared would be 225, so move the decimal. Okay, so you see how I did that? Yes. So now 9 plus 2.25 is what? 11.25. And I need the square root. So that is roughly 3.35. I personally like this better because my experience is when I do this with all of the numbers squared and then pluses and minuses, sometimes you make a mistake. You can use distance formula also, and that's how you get the answer. Before I stop the recording, are there any questions on this problem?
How do you know what to plug into the Pythagorean theorem formula?
Okay, the Pythagorean theorem formula says a squared plus b squared. A and b are what we call the legs. The legs are the sides that touch to make the right triangle. Doesn't matter if I call this A or this A. So all I know is I want to take this side and square it. So do you get how this side length is 3? So 3 squared is 9. I want to take this side length, which is 1.5, and square it. And then I want to add them together. Doesn't matter which I call A and which I call B. Does that help? Any other questions before I stop the recording? Well then, congratulations, you guys are YouTube sensations.